She on big drugs, guys.
How am I going big drugs?
Because go ahead, ask what you asked again.
I said that I believe we could have a healthy relationship
Girl.
if I had a child already before entering the relationship.
Nah.
Why is it nah?
That shit ain't gonna work.
How it's not gonna work?
What makes you think that we could have a successful relationship after you had? It's bad enough you had bust inside you. You had bust inside you and leave evidence.
But Robert, you have 5 evidences.
I do, but that's
What's the difference?
like I said. The difference is a woman is willing to take care of a man's child because that's the nurturing aspect. A man wants to take care of his own seed, and the thing is, a lot of times men will settle. Right? Every situation is different. If you're a widow, that's different. But I'm gonna ask, what happened to what they did? Well, he's such. The first thing I'm looking for is he alive? That's different.
Okay, if he's alive, then what?
Then hell no.
If he alive and he taking care of his child, he come get his child every weekend, every holiday, whatever the case may be. What's the problem?
I ain't looking no in the face as he pick up his child. That's just not gonna happen.
Why?
Because why would I put myself through that?
Put yourself through what?
I stood in that stepdaddy phase, and I'm sitting here like, well, I just hope that they ain't banging, and I hope they don't got feelings.
And you have 3 baby mamas.
Yeah, right.
Them kids didn't evaporate from thin air.
I ain't interested in them people.
Okay. So it could be the exact same thing. I'm not interested in that man.
Those are your womb mates.
Okay, and those are your womb mates.
Listen, I don't have a womb, so I don't. Listen, let me tell you something. The attachment, I have no attachment. Y'all have a different system. Much as women like to me too the hell out of everything, I can have a Snickers too. I can bench press 405 too. Okay, let's get to the bar. You have a different set of chromosomes. You have a different set of wiring in your brain. You operate on emotions. God designed you to be very attached to anything you put emotions to. Children too. And you said even in your past relationship, it was the hardest thing for you. It wasn't, I'm done. I'm married. I don't give about this. But and kids, I can't let them kids go because women have a natural attachment. When I'll be honest, it was hard for me thinking about the kids when my ex was like, "Hey, well, if you can't be with me, then you don't need to see them no more." And I'm just like, "Dang, that kind of sucks for them." But at the same time, my attachment was like, maybe I'll tell them one day. Cool, but as far as me, like, oh my God, please, we don't have that as men. And I already said this too, in the Lion Kingdom, which is not that far from our society, really. Not that I want you to kill kids, but in the Lion Kingdom, when they have a lioness interested in a male, she'll let him know. The male will come in, he'll kill the stepkids so they can start their own family, right? Again, I'm not saying kill kids, but ain't no man that's first trying to take care of no other man's kids.
But I gave you the argument of you don't have to take care of them.
Mm-hmm.
What if you didn't have to take care of them?
No, they're still around.
Okay.
They're still around. That's
okay.
Enough.
So what's the problem?
I'm confused by the
Your
question.
kids are around and I love them to death.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't you be able to love mine?
I just can't. I really just can't.
You can. You just not refusing to.
Yeah, let's say that. I absolutely refuse to.
But I'm not understanding why.
Where's the confusion from so I can clear it up?
The confusion is why is the situation any different? I understand the woman is the one that carries the child and all of that. I get that part. But what makes the situation so different?
The men who think like me are the ones who you're working for. Uber, you know what I'm saying? Lyft, McDonald's, all these people thought of themselves to be first and go strive for something. And I will be yet another person on this earth who is supplying hella jobs for people. And I couldn't do that if I'm like, well, I'm getting slowed down by this. And men know exactly what I'm talking about. This morning you woke up and you said, I'm going to start this day. It's going to be amazing. I'm going to do this. 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 And then one little argument you had with your 13-year-old stepdaughter and your whole day is up. You're like, I can't believe she talks to me like this. Who this dude anyway? Now I'm going to go through her phone, see if she's talking to her baby daddy. All this that had transpired, all because of some that happened that you put yourself in. Now you can't be the best version of yourself for other people more than yourself. Nah, I'm straight. I'm straight. Because a woman, you guys can take the back seat. You can love up on my kids and take the back seat. You can. I can't take a back seat. If I don't make shit happen, it ain't happening. Nah. Is there anything else you don't understand?
I don't understand none of it. Hell. I really just don't understand.
Aaron got a listening comprehension problem, guys.
I heard everything you said, but I'm not understanding what they got to do with me.
What the
in mine. I'm very confused right now.
You see how she do? She's so confused.
I am confused because I don't understand how. I just don't understand. I feel like you can do it. You just don't want to. And I'm not understanding why you don't want to. You think, oh, it slows me, it'll slow me down, it's this and that. But you don't know that. That child could love you to death. Just as much as they love their real dad.
It could. But like I said, having been through the situation and then seeing my brother go through the situation, it's like, listen, you love up on a child just for a woman to come and say, oh my God, I'm the leader of my life. I'm going to take money just because I feel like it. It takes a strong woman. I will cash app you right now if a woman comments and says, matter of fact, you have to cash app and email me. If she says, I am now no longer with my stepdaddy, whatever. I'm no longer with my man who was the stepdaddy, stepfather, whatever. And you still let him see the kids or bring them over or have ice cream. I said, you are a healthy woman. I will praise you with a cash app. I got you covered. Show me evidence. Other than that, man, these toxic chicks listen to the government. They just listen to what the government says. I'm in control. I'm in power. Okay. Like Nas said, you just a page in my rhyme book.
But once again, we're not talking about a toxic chick or whatever. We're talking about me. What does this have to do with me?
Black and white, gray. I mean, black and white. No gray area. What I have to do with you is the principle doesn't matter. It ain't my kid. You can do whatever the hell you want. You might change your mind one day. I might be pissing in public one day, and they be like, oh, man, he was out there pissing on a rat. It's public indecency, and it was rat rape. So now we're going to get him in for sexual indecency, and now he's a sex registered whatever. Whatever, something could happen in that change in the future. You might change your mind.
About what?
About me as a person. And then you be like, I don't know if I want my kids to be around that. Ooh, y'all niggas tripping. Oh, man. Come on, man. It's the principal aspect of it. Because you can do whatever you want to do, whereas we don't have that amount of trust. Can't.
What do you mean we don't have that amount of trust?
Men, we don't have that amount of trust in you guys. It's not you. I'm not talking about you, but I'm not using you as a generality, but it's the truth, man. We can't do much.
So you're saying you don't want to do it because it's a possibility that my mind shift could happen and I will use the child as a weapon. Is that what you're saying?
Oh, absolutely. Hello, it's happened 3 times. repetitive steps. You know what I'm saying?
But those were repetitive. No offense, but those were repetitive women who all had the same thought process, who were all toxic in the head.
Right. Now,
That has nothing to do with me.
Here's the thing. I'm not saying, again, you said, what does that have to do with you? It doesn't. It has to do with principle. It's not you thing, it's principle. It's all going to lead back to the top, the top daddy of the field. You know what I'm saying? Like when all else fails, you fear God. But the government is teaching you not to even do that. Straight up. So it's not a you thing. It's a principle thing. I can say, I'll jump off this cliff. You got me covered. Girl, you're going to meet me at the bottom with a plush thing. But the principle still stands. Anything can go wrong. You met me at the bottom. You inflated the thing. I'm like, man, I could see it. This nice little red thing, I'm going to jump on that. Everybody's watching. Oh my God, whoa, yay. But man, I jumped down, and as I'm jumping down, or prior to me jumping down, unbeknownst to me, a rat or some shit bit the bottom of it. There's air leaking out. So when I get to the bottom of the hill, I splat like a raspberry.
What is this man talking about right now?
I'm just saying. So now something went wrong. I trusted you, but something went wrong. And it was out of your control. Something went wrong. And now I'm a raspberry on the ground. But the principle stood. If you jump off the cliff, there's a possibility you could die, you big dumbass. So, like, it's not you, it's the principle.
But that principle withstands either way.
Right. Now you got it.
From my point of view as well.
How? How? A woman's defaulted to kids by default. This woman, no offense, has gone through different issues. We ain't gonna talk about her. It's gone through different issues and was still defaulted. You know, people that know my story, I told it before. My son got bit in the face by her dog and they still defaulted it. They got the evidence and the police reports in court, and they still defaulted her because she's the mom. How, from your standpoint?
We're talking about stepkids here. What are you talking about?
I'm talking about the fact that it still stands. You just said principle still stands. That's the important. That's the only thing I'm talking about. Principle. It's bad enough trying to take care of kids that are mine. They make me jump through hoops and come on, see what you can do. No, now I'm trying to take care of your kids that I will never have power with legally. No.
Okay, but if all five of your kids ended up with us at one point, guess who's gonna be taking care of them kids?
You and the nanny.
Me.
And
exactly. So me. Exactly. So I'm confused.
Oh, wow.
I have enough love and respect for you. Who says that one of them might grow up and start disrespecting me because I'm not their mom? Y'all don't have to do what you say because you're not my mama. It's the same thing.
Here's the difference.
Just like it can happen on your end, it can happen on my end.
It surely can. But here's the difference. I don't mind enforcing that.
And who said I did?
I say you didn't.
But that's what I said from the beginning, though. You know me, you know my mindset.
I do, but I'm not taking care of kids. You know what? I just realized 12 minutes deep into this video, Anna's her eyes are red. She's drunk. Secondly,
I'm not drunk. I didn't even drink.
Her eyes are really red. I think it was a
tired.
cupcake. I think what's happening, guys, Ann got a kid she's waiting to tell me.
You know me better than that. If I had a kid, I would have my baby, okay?
I don't know. Something could have happened. You could have pissed on a rat and been a registered sex offender. You know what I mean?
No. Your vet has not nan kid out here in these streets.
Guys, she's going to reveal it to me.
Man, I ain't got none. If I had a kid out here, I would still be with my baby's father.
Why is that?
Because
what? Oh, hit me. Why is that? Hit me with it.
Because of like you.
Yeah.
Who out here thinking crazy.
Yeah, it ain't crazy. Like, the thing is, that's a big decision. And it's crazy because chicks are, like, you gotta think about it. Not you. But many women out here forking their lives away for, like, the dude that just looks good. Like, you went to Miami and had sex with this dude that looks good. You have a baby for the rest of your life. And now you are 45, 50 years old looking for a mate. And they're like, big hell no. Unless they're really, I mean, dime a dozen, right? Ain't nobody trying to deal with that. When a man hits, like I said, 29, 30, man, his whole perspective changes. But, nah. Because of like me, we waking up. We are.
Okay, but that's not fair to the ones that aren't like that, though.
But here's the
It's
thing.
a lot of women that are.
But here's the thing.
But why does everybody have to be punished because of that?
Here's the truth. Here's the God honest truth, and I'm glad we're posting this. The God honest truth is, one, life isn't fair. But secondly, your decisions follow you everywhere you go. I've banked on the fact that I probably was never going to have a partner before. Women love to be around me. They love the idea of me. They love the idea of sleeping with me. All these ideas. They love the idea of taking care of children that weren't theirs. I don't know why. I can't explain it. But life is not going to be fair in that aspect. And the real truth is, a woman who is unguided by a man, right? You didn't listen to your daddy for whatever reason. You know, you didn't suck up your humility and be humble and listen to some type of phone man who could have led you in the right direction. Damn, you could have listened to Les Brown. You could have went to a public speaker. You could have paid for counseling. It would have been expensive, but you would have saved yourself a lifetime of headache. You didn't listen to a man, so his punishment is now going to be you probably not listening to him. You are already arrogant enough to think that you got there on your own. If you left your man, he wasn't abusing you, right? Especially marriage. He wasn't abusing you. He wasn't cheating, but the situation just wasn't perfect. It wasn't your job to leave. That's Bible. It was not your job if you were married. It wasn't your job to leave. You were supposed to pray and hone in on yourself, become queen enough. Us men know that. You couldn't do that. Now you have a child. We don't want to take care of that. Go back home and rectify the situation, because now what God is going to do, you're going to leave and go to the next situation. You're going to repeat the same situation. It's like a save game. You think just because you saved this game and you started a brand new game that you're not going to have to get back to this point. You got to pass this point before you get to the better point. So women think that they can just leave and they'll just get a better guy. And that's when they keep repeating. You had 12 relationships. Not one of them worked out. Not one. You know what I mean? And that's just where we are. I'm not taking care of that. Go back home, sis. I know we say it as a joke, but go home. Go home. Go cover that man that you don't like. He's all over you. Go cover that man. All he wanted to do was love you. Go cover that man. Don't you be sitting there trying to go get your perfect little thing. Cover that man. Pray. Learn how to pray. Learn how to fast. Go home. That's all you got? Don Jr., Vet Renee, and this is...
Forget you, okay.
I'm just saying, you know it makes sense.
No, it does not.
You're going to come back 2 days later and be like, I read this scripture, right?
No.
All right, you want some scriptures?
No.
You want me to put some scriptures up here?
About what?
About this.
About what?
Ooh, I got some scriptures about this topic we talking about.
About what?
Step parenting.
What does it say?
I got some...
What does it say? What does it say? Because I'm sure it does not only pertain to men. I'm sure it pertains to humankind.
Probably. Like I said, it's a decision, though.
Okay, so my thing is, ladies, since men don't want to take care of our children, if we have them, then we need to stop taking care of their kids when they have them. Before we get to from the beginning. But it's not fair because there's so many people, especially over the age of 30, who are you're rarely going to find people over 30 that don't have kids.
Here's the thing. This is why I say, and this is why I'm teaching people, in your youth, if we really get down to Bible, in your youth, these are the cherishable moments of your life. Think about why God hates divorce. Think about why God calls things an abomination. This is Bible. I'm not going right or wrong, left or right. Whoever you like, blended families, all that stuff. Listen, it's in other cultures. It's clearly in other cultures. We in America just accept it because we don't like. Excuse my language, but in the Bible, we are commanded to marry virgins. Show me how many scriptures are on step parenting and joining two families together. It says if a woman remarries and her husband did not cheat or anything of that nature, she is committing adultery by remarrying another man. What do you think that says about having children? And I'm not putting any words in the Bible, but I'm saying you don't have to be fair. I'm just giving the truth.
Okay, but it says that for male and women, and
Right.
for male and women.
And so what I'm saying, here's the thing. Not you, many women in general, right? You will say something like, that's not fair. And again, you're looking for an outcome. If you say that's not fair, and I say, you don't have to do nothing else for my kids, I got them. What you're looking for is not for me to be like, oh, well, life isn't fair. What you're looking for is for me to be upset with you and then combat that. I'm not going to combat that. You don't have to do nothing for them. They'll be fine. They got me. They'll be fine.
Exactly. You wouldn't have to do nothing for mine because mine will have me.
Right. So I don't, the thing is.
So what's the problem?
So there's no problem.
If you take care of yours and I'm taking care of mine.
But that's what I'm saying. There is no, I'm fine. You got the problem because you got the Me Too thing. You live in the Me Too culture right now. We're going to shake you out of that in the name of Jesus. You got the Me Too culture thing going on you sometimes. And I love you dearly. But you want me to feel the same way you feel about it. I don't. If I said I ain't doing enough for your kids, clearly the video started because I ain't doing enough for your kids and it bothers you. But when you repeat it and say, well, what if I said I ain't, cool, nigga, like, I'm fine with it. You want me to feel the same way.
I don't want you to feel the same way.
So
I don't have
fair?
Kids. There's nothing for you to feel.
But I'm saying, but what's not fair about it?
But it's just because there's women out here with kids that are good women and their kids are good kids. But you have men that think your way and they're passing up a good ass woman that could possibly be who God called them to be with just because they have kids.
Here is the thing. It's back to justification. It's Bible. If she left because of her own mindset or what some government said or anything like that, if that man did not cheat, if that man did not abuse or kill her,
and 9 times out of 10, the nigga did cheat because everybody cheat at this point.
But I'm saying, if he didn't, then go home. She could be a good woman. Great. I'm glad you're a good woman. Now go home. We gotta preach the truth, right? We don't like it because us in Americanized way, we live on pillows when God gives us bricks.
But this is what I'm saying. Some women do, but a lot of women don't leave relationships just to leave relationships, especially with kids.
I mean, let's be honest. Let's look at statistics too. A lot of them do. And 80% of women are filing divorce. You can't tell me that 80% of ain't shit. They're just too nice. They're not ambitious. They got some qualities you don't like, so you look for it in another man. So you lay down, and that's the truth. You can't tell me all these men. I will look up statistics right now. You can't tell me all these men went out and started cheating. No.
I'm not saying all of them, but I guarantee you more than half. It's at least 50-50.
I don't know that. How is that 50-50 when literally, what is it, like 1/9 of men are getting laid? That's even in relationships? So how are they cheating? Who are they cheating with? Women have better opportunities than cheating with dudes. You can walk out the house right now, see a dude in the gym, and go F him right now. I could go to the gym and try to F a chick. That is not going to happen. I got to wine and dine and swindle and all this other stuff and be charismatic. No, it's not how it works. These dudes ain't out here cheating.
Okay, we're not talking about...
But
either way, we're not talking about the cheaters.
Bible commands it. You're not permissed. I'm sorry. That I can't, a man is not permissed either. It's not. A man or woman is not permissed. And somebody can show me the scripture and show me otherwise. But those are the justifications. Widow, cheating, or whatever God says is fit for divorce. Outside of that, go home. We can pray for you. We can pray for your relationship. But I promise you, you chasing guys and trying to chase somebody, I swear as a man, now you know what it's like to be a man. Now you know what it's like to be a man. When we say you should, it don't work. And as a man, you gotta say, all right, cool, I gotta roll the punches. I gotta do what works. Now you have to do what works. Welcome to our world. Seriously. We will pray for you, and we will pray that you have success in your relationship. And when you go back home to the man that you left, the heart that you broke and just turned away because it was easy to do so, because you had backup, you go home. You fear God, you go home, and you do things the right way. That's all I got.
My single ladies with kids. Let's talk in the comments. My men who have women who had kids before y'all got in a relationship.
You go home too. You take
Let's
your
talk
ass
in
home
the
too.
comments.
Go home, bruh. She wasn't that bad.
Okay, so people can be telling you to go home.
You could tell me to go home, but I got cheated on 3 times. So I ain't nothing to go home to. I'm justified, nigga. Don't make me put my business out there. Just to feel.
I'm just saying.
Shit.
You have to clarify that because people gonna be like, well, you take your ass home
Right.
too.
You take yourself home to your 5 kids. Sure will. To my nice house that God provided for me as payment for getting cheated on. Shoot. I go to every bedroom. Hello, peace. Hello, peace. How you doing, peace?
Just for that, I'm gonna get on his nerves for the next 5 days.
She gonna stay in one room. Then I'm gonna go to the other 4. Hello, peace. Hello.
Nah.
Peace. Oh, wait a minute. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, we got a 6-bedroom house.
5.
No, 1, 2, 3. Oh, it's 5. You're right.
I don't know how to count.
Yeah, it's 5. Never mind.
But anyway, let's talk in the comments.
Love you, darling.
Especially you men. I just refuse to believe that all men think like that.
They don't.
Not saying you're right or you're wrong, but I'm just saying.
Ambitious men only comment. I mean, all men comment, but you have to clarify your ambition. Don't be sitting here, well, I think it's untrue because, no, we're talking about ambitious men. You're going to provide jobs for people in the future, and you have a strong mental focus. Those are the comments I want to see.
Mm-hmm. Good night, y'all. This is what I live with.
Help me.
Help me. Help me. No, he's
comment.
awesome. He's just very...
I'm strong, man.
Very strong in his opinions.
The truth
And it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? But some people fall for anything. It is what it is. Anyway, bye.
Love y'all, man, for real.
He don't love y'all. He just.
If I didn't love you, I'd be tickling your ego and collecting your coins and collecting your money, just like all these other people out here just want to make you feel good. I'd be getting rich off of your stupidity, and your soul will be damned to hell while I collect the money off of it. If I didn't love you, that's where we would be. You know it's love with somebody trying to correct you.
Oh my gosh.
Uh-huh.
Bye, guys.